What up? It's your boy Gene. Yes, I'm back at it with another story time like I told y'all would do. As y'all see from the title, things got a little crazy in Jamaica when I went. So, let me start from the beginning and tell you guys what happened. So, this was a couple years ago. Me and my best friend Jameson, we booked a flight through Delta. Now, a couple of years ago, Delta had problems with their flight. They had someone hacked their system or hacked their scheduling or whatnot. So, for example, when we got to the airport in Indianapolis, we flew out to Atlanta. Well, once we flew out to Atlanta, we flew through Delta. Delta, they had a plane there, but they didn't have the crew to run it. So when we got there, we basically wouldn't have made our connecting flight from Indianapolis to Atlanta, then from Atlanta to Jamaica. Well, we had the plane there, no crew, plain and simple. So our only options were to get to Jamaica. They were going to say they had another plane. It was going to be 2 days. We had to wait miss 2 days of our vacation in Jamaica, and they was going to send the flight straight to Jamaica. Or it was a lot of options they gave us. We was in the line talking to these people for a while because it was a long line because a lot of people were upset with Delta at this time. So we're talking, they say it can connect in the flight to Miami, then to Jamaica, but then that flight was full. And long story short, we were trying to finagle, trying to finesse, trying to make a way to get to Jamaica today like we planned, or that day like we planned. And it came up to our only option. Me and my boy Jameson, our only option was to fly into Kingston. Now, if y'all don't know about Kingston, Jamaica, imagine y'all hood, and then times that times 10. Whatever your hood is in your city, wasn't that times 10, because Jamaica isn't as, what I want to say, they're a poor country or so. So they don't really have the things that we have. Even in a bad neighborhood, we still have more things than their bad neighborhood. So it's kind of like the slums. It was bad. It was rough. So they said we got to fly into Jamaica. So this was the plan. Fly into Jamaica. We were supposed to get there around 6 o'clock, 6:50, and then we're going to catch a bus to the resort they were supposed to go to. So from Jamaica to the resort, straight to resort, or from Kingston straight to our resort, basically. That was a plan. Didn't really work out. So basically the lady that was helping us trying to rebook our flight basically gave us a gravy deal. They basically said that, this is tough. Us as Delta, we're sorry. So what we'll do to make it up for it, we'll give you a business class flight as opposed to what we have was economy. So we're going to sit in economy. They bumped us up to basically first class, business class, to kind of make up for everything that happened. So we're all right, cool. This sucks, everything. Bump us up to business class. We go fly to Kingston. We gotta make sure we buy some machetes because we gotta go ahead and protect ourselves because Kingston is kind of crazy. So we said, all right, we cool. We go straight get off the plane, get on the bus, go to our resort. Cool. If that works out, perfect. That ain't how it worked out, baby. That ain't how it worked out. So the cool thing is, me, back a couple years ago, I'm kind of an introvert. So I don't really talk to a lot of people that I don't know very well. But my best friend Jameson, this guy talking to everybody. He don't care. If he just meets you, he can talk to you for a minute, for a while. So I'm glad that he was there, because when we got there, they set us separately. And they whenever you book a flight together, they usually set you together. But for some reason, they set us separately. So I sat next to a older Jamaican lady who was nice, and then he sat next to a man. His name was James, just like Jameson, but his name was James. Nice, coolest guy in the world. So he sat next to a guy named James. So James and Jameson started talking, having drinks through the whole flight. We in first class there. The whole 3-4 hours the flight was. They're talking, drinking. Jameson telling him the story of how we struggled to get on this plane to try and get to our resort, this and that. And he asked James, why is he flying to Jamaica? Because it was an older white guy. So he's asking, what's going on in Jamaica? What brings you to, Jamaica? And he said, you know, I live there. I own my own business there and everything. They're just talking about everything, and then by the end, once we got off the plane, the bad thing is the bus was leaving at 7 o'clock to take us to our resort. We got there, we landed at 7:05, so we still didn't get our luggage or anything. So we landed, obviously we missed our bus to get to the resort. And we're on the other side of the island. So our resort was in, I think, Lucy, Jamaica. I think I'm remembering that right. Lucy, Jamaica, which is a big resort, which is dope. I'll show y'all pictures and everything. So we get off the plane, right? We already know we must have missed our bus and everything. And so the guy, James, offered, you know what? Two, young black guys, like he didn't know from anybody, asked us if we wanted to stay with him or stay the night with him before we can catch a plane to catch a bus to our resort. And that was like the nicest, coolest thing, because if he didn't offer for us to stay with him, we would have been in the streets of Kingston on our own to provide for ourselves, and that would have been crazy. We'd literally been we've been like sleeping in ships, you know what I'm saying? I'm sleeping on the ground. My guy Jameson got his head on a swivel with his you know what I'm saying, machete in his hand, ready for war in these streets. So like it's crazy because it's a blessing, because the way it worked out and everything, if Jameson wouldn't have talked to this man and basically told him our whole story, we would probably still been in Jamaica right now with dreads and everything, you know. And it was just kind of crazy. So he invited us to stay at his place until the next day. So basically spend the night. We were going to call the bus company and see if we can get a bus. So we say yeah, and we go back to his place, and this guy, he got like a gated community. Whole apartment was all white, like super nice, super clean, super cool. He even gave us a Wi-Fi password. You know what I'm saying? Gave us the Wi-Fi. So it was real cool, but we were still worried because we still had to try and catch a bus to our resort. So while we're there, he knows a lot of people there. He has like drivers and everything like that. So he said, I'll give y'all the number to the bus company that try and get y'all from here to there. So we're like, cool. So we call, guess what? Bus full. Bus is full for a couple days full, so we couldn't even catch a bus. So all right, next best thing. Let's see if we can catch a plane from here, from Kingston to Ocho Rio. No, it was what's the resort? Where's the airplane or airport at? And dang, I forget. From Kingston to, I forget the name of it, but the airport that's in, like, it's by Ocho Rios and all that stuff like that. So we're going to catch the plane from there to there. So we said, all right, let's call them. Let's see if we can book a flight. Guess what? Flights were all booked. Like, and the flights and everything were cheap, obviously, because it's just an island. You flying from one side to the other. But the flights were all booked. So we were like, what are we going to do? We're going to be stuck in Jamaica for who knows how long. Who knows how long. So finally he said, okay, I got one more thing we can drive. I got a couple drivers. Let's see if I can get a driver to drive y'all from here to y'all resort. So from his house, which is like literally on the other side of the island, all the way to the resort. And so he called the guy, called his friend and whatnot, said, he's on the phone and said, hey man, he vouched for us hard too, something he did not have to do. He literally just met us hours before this. And he said, hey, I got these two couple kids. They're my best friend's kids. So they're real close to like my nephews. I need you to do me a big favor, drive them from here to the resort, which was like, it was like 4, maybe 2 to 4 hours away. I forget the time, but about 2 to 4 hours away on the other side of the actual island. So he was like, and we hear him, he say, really? So me and James looking like, it's a bust. Well, how we gonna get that? We stranded in these streets. And he said, all right, dang. So I'm James again. All right, so, all right, I'll let him know. So he said he can do it, but it's gonna be $200 American. He was like, sold, ring us up. Where's the nearest? They sold, baby. Let's go. Only $200. Not only, that was kind of, but $200 to drive us to our resort. From where we were to our resort, that was a big deal. We was like, ring us up, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So he says we come in the morning. We slept at James's house, and then the next morning the guy did what he said. He came in like it looked like a BMW, but it was a different name brand, because you know we were in Jamaica. They get their cars from Europe or so. It looked like a BMW, but off brand. It was weird, but it was nice. It was real nice, and he drove us about 2 to 4 hours. And we literally seen all of Jamaica. And I'm just had pictures cycling of what we seen while we were there. So we literally went from Kingston to New Kingston to all the way through to our resort, where we was pretty much seeing everything from the ocean to the land, the vast lands and everything of Jamaica. So the experience was epic, was legit. And I'm gonna show y'all pictures of when we got there too. So once we finally got there, we were like, got on our knees like, thank God we made it. Cause that was very, very crazy, and could have got very real if my guy Jameson wasn't such a like an introvert, like he was willing to talk to anybody. And if James, which was the guy that saved our lives, like literally by letting us stay with him and trusting in people, like he trusted us without even knowing us at all to let us stay in his place. Like he didn't know us from the next person, you know, down the street. So that was very huge and very much a leap of faith. I think on both sides, kind of. So for us to trust him and for him to trust us, but more so for him to trust us. So I was very grateful and very, I don't know, like, and I still have James on Facebook and everything too, and he every now and then like writes us and wishes happy birthday and everything like that. So this guy's like one of the best guys like I've ever met, like that's so fast and so willing to just like trust people that he didn't know at all. So I want to take the time to say thank you, James, for trusting me and my best friend Jameson, and basically like saving our lives. Yeah, it was crazy and a wild experience. Like I said, I'm gonna have pictures just popping up too, so y'all can kind of see the experience we had in Jamaica. Wow. Yeah, it was crazy. So that's my story, guys. Hope y'all like it. Comment below. Let me know what y'all thought about the story. Let me know if y'all thought it was crazy, etc. But it was a crazy experience, and I got a lot of crazy experiences. So I'm going to do this story time because I've been a few places, done a few things, and I just want to kind of share my experiences with you guys. And I'm going to be more up to date too. I'm going to share experiences. I'm going through something pretty big right now too, so I'm going to share that experience with you guys too. I was kind of wondering if I wanted to share it or not, but I think I will, and it's a big deal to me. So soon I'm going to give y'all a more up to date story about what's going on right now. Anyways, if y'all new to this channel, make sure y'all like, subscribe, let me know what y'all thought, let me know if y'all like my stories, and we lit. Thank y'all. Genius out.
I'm so dope. I'm so dope. Man, I'm fresh from head to toe. Man, I'm fresh. Hey. I'm so dope.